So welcome, 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 Bond boys and Bond girls. Wow, 45. Man, we just constantly set new records with this, with everything we're doing. Can everybody hear me okay? How's it going, everyone? Yeah, can I get some W's in the chat, please? Give me some W's. There we go, there we go, there we go. Love it, guys. How's the sound on the background music? Rocket, nice. Perfect. All right, great. So I'd like to welcome everybody to our second official lore chat with me, Brandon the Bondsmith. And the purpose of this is just to get together and talk to you guys about things relating to the Bondly Card Game, give you some hints on some of the other things we have going on. So, like, you guys know, our project is super ambitious, and we've decided to combine a lot of... We've decided to combine anime girls with that. So now you know it's really ambitious, in case you weren't sure before. So, for all of those who are just joining us the first time, or maybe you just happen to pick on a random stream, so Bondly is actually a financial services product. But what we're doing and why we're very different from other products is because we have a strategy that revolves around not only just being PayPal to you, but also being a way to trade digital collectibles, including our own game. So this stream is really focused around talking about things relating to that game and things relating to our product that directly are impacted by this game. So we're going to have a lot more major announcements relating to everything. They're going to go through official channels, through our major partners, through our major customers. But this is just, it's meant to be a simple thing between me and the fans who have already begun to buy our cards and get involved with our card game, just to sort of have a session on this. Just my way of saying thank you very much. It's Thanksgiving, right? Well, it was Thanksgiving, so thank you all very much for doing this. So I wanted to, while we're still waiting to complete a lot of our fictional properties that go along with these characters, everybody has been so excited about the character designs and everything related to it so far. Oh, it says someone can't hear. Let me see. Okay, is this any better? Okay, is this any better? Okay. Okay, great. So, all right. Yes, we gotta have some technical issues. Okay, let's have a few other things that blow up while we're doing this, right? This is just second stream, so I can't come in like too hot, too good, right? I have to have a lot of goof ups, so then I can get better from here, right? So, we do a little tradition here so far. Yes, it is recording. We are recording. Yes, great. We're recording as far as I can tell, so you guys might be the only ones to ever see this. So, as far as I know, it's recording okay. Oh, by the way, black coffee, no sugar, no milk. Only I do cold brew. But let me know what you guys are drinking. What did we miss from last time? Okay, we're going to get into that. Actually, we're going to cover it. But since we have a tradition here. Yeah. Yes, if the beard wasn't a giveaway, definitely rocking the hipster vibe. Okay, so we have a tradition here, even though it's our second stream. So we're gonna talk a little bit about other collectibles. Mainly Pokemon cards. So I wanted to share with you guys some of the ones. So this is a promo Charizard GX that came in a pack. I can't actually remember the set. Let's see, is this down here? SM211. Yeah, exactly. Flare Blitz. This is the GX card. So this is a promo card. So this comes by default in many of the packs. So it's actually still good to get rated, because if it gets rated a 10 or a black 10, that's something that people will pick up. So I wanted to cover. So guys, I had the best Evolutions XY box, I think, in history. I just kept winning constantly in that one. Best box of my life. So these are some of the ones I pulled from that box. So here was the M Venusaur. So Crisis Vine. It's the EX card, so I like that it does like sort of a take on the full art. So meaning like there's no yeah, like you could say this is full art, and it just has the overlay. So I think that's pretty cool. M Blastoise. So again, same style. It has the Japanese lettering on it. I think it's pretty nice. So Lance, welcome, welcome, welcome. The M Charizard here. Same. This is a little bit different, actually. And I think this was... I can't remember if this was XY as well. But see how they have the actual thing on the bottom there, rather than doing a full art design. Doesn't really match the others, so it's a little strange, but still good. Crimson Dive, 220 HP. These look pretty good. Like, so basically there's a couple things, like, is the card centered? Is it printed correctly? How is it cut? How much, is there any damage around it? Oh, you can hear the background music too? Okay, cool. Yeah, I just picked the lo-fi station. If you guys have one that you want me to add to the stream, let me know. Okay, here are some of the other ones. Pretty impressive. So this is what I call full art card. Let's see if it's gonna fix. There we go. That is amazing. It's perfectly centered. Actually, I don't know if the card cut is perfectly centered. You see how it's like a little bit on the left side is less than the right side? So I'm not sure if this one will actually rate very well. Oh man, we got spammers in there already? Still learning how to do this kind of stuff. Yeah, okay, great. So this is, yeah, I love this Mewtwo. Like, the design especially gets, like, his emotions even without having a mouth. You get the hand, which is, like, very daunting. It's a good capture. I love playing him in Smash Bros. Melee. That was one of my go-to guys. PS will go 70-30 off-center for a 10 if the rest is good. Yeah, maybe I need someone to check. It's definitely off-center on that one. The other ones look okay. I'd still send it in, honestly. I'm going to send all these in. And here is the Vivid Voltage card we were talking about earlier in the Telegram. Let's see if it's going to pick it up. There we go. This was my third pack. So I got stupid lucky. It was my third pack I opened. But this, like, fat ass Pikachu. This is what I looked like before keto, honestly. I was yellow like this. I shot electricity. I took keto, and I lost all my magical power, but now I'm, like, acceptable. So, yeah, no, it looks really, really nice. Centering is good. It's harder to tell because they don't have real borders. But I think you can get at least a 9 on that. That's maybe 500. Depends on how the holiday season goes. I think there's going to be a lot of pickups. So that's it for the Pokemon section. So now everybody's thoroughly confused what's happening here. And we have Pokemon fans who are going to drop probably. That's okay. Hey, Caveman. So who's joining? So everybody, if you aren't already, hit the follow so you can see when we go live next time. So we're going to be talking a lot of lore. We're going to be talking a lot about lore in this, but there's also going to be a couple product announcements, a couple other things. Thanks, Prince. So if you're not, it might be worth it. We don't go live all the time, so I'm not going to spam your inbox, but but it might be good just if you care about the stuff. So, what are we doing today? What's the main objective? So, I wanted to go through a couple core things with you guys. So, so as everybody knows, or you might know already, so some of the community members, especially ones who are in the chat right now, they took the initiative and made this really awesome wiki. So this is something that the community will keep contributing to. It has our main characters from each of the series, both the villains and the heroes. So I think there's some really, really awesome stuff here. And the team really has done a great job. So they took, thanks, Caveman. So they took things relating to, because we haven't given away that much information yet, and we'll talk more about this. But we haven't given away too much. I mean, honestly, a lot of things come from, like, for example, there's a light novel, or there's a manga, or there's something. Hey, David, welcome. There's lots of there's fiction already, and then they create this. So it's a little bit early to do this, but I thought it was really important because what's going to happen is we're going to have a lot of information that's going to come out very quickly. Because I guess one of our first announcements because we have 3 major announcements. One of our first announcements is we are going to be creating a manga with a professional studio for the Gothic horror set. So, that means Miss Bianca is going to get her own story. Let's see. Looks really, really nice. Well done on this, guys. So she's going to have be part of a major story that we're going to have in the Bondlyverse. So if you think about each set, think of it as a different genre and a different property in the Bondlyverse, right? So not only are these individual stories that we hope that you really like, and they're designed, we're getting, you know, professional writers, we're getting fan feedback, we're getting my crazy ass brain that has 25 years of anime in it. You're getting all sorts of sources here. And what we're doing is we're creating a story that all of us would like to read or watch or enjoy. And that's on top of the awesome character designs and everything else we have going on as well. So not only is each one of these properties going to have its own story, they're also connected. So meaning, what does that mean, right? So it means that the Bondlyverse has infinite potential for crossovers. So every character you meet could meet another character. Like that is the benefit here. So these are not in isolation, and you can already start to see some questions forming. Like, why do we have characters that are named the same thing on different worlds, right? This doesn't look like this person. They're not the same person, right? Well, maybe they are, actually. We haven't released any of the lore yet, right? Why are their names the same? Obviously, they're names of our product, too. But what does this really mean, right? We're already starting to say, what does this really mean? What is the origin of these characters? How are they connected? So, and I'll tell you this, guys. Each one of these series will have 3 major card types. So we've already revealed heroes. We've already revealed villains. Oh, what is manga? Great question. So manga is the equivalent of comics here. So let me see if I can pull something up. So manga really, so how Japanese commercial manga or their comics work is, instead of taking sort of a month to do each issue, sometimes they have what they do like weekly issues, and its majority of it is in black and white rather than color. And this gives a lot of flexibility to the artist to make really strong designs without having to go through a whole coloring process, which does take longer. It's more expensive. So we're going to honor that tradition in some of our properties. So as we've already announced, we are actually, and thank you Pip for doing that. Yeah, so basically it's our their equivalent of graphic novels. So you could just call it a graphic novel as well, and that would be accurate. But what's really interesting right now is we have lots of things that are evolving. So there's a digital format that's called manhwa, right? And manhwa is really focused on making something that's... So manga is really designed to fit on a page so that you can flip it, right? Manhwa is so different because it's actually meant to fit on a phone screen. So instead of having a single page, they have long scrolling pages where actually your thumb movement on your phone is actually part of the action sometimes. So like they might tell you to scroll really quickly, so you can get like you can see like an action shot. You see things moving, and it makes like speed lines. So it's like really, really creative. And because most of us are digital anyways, and the fact is our card game is digital anyways, right? It might be cool to print them out and have a physical version of our cards. But honestly, like, we couldn't put them in a deck and then tell people to shuffle because some of them are different sizes. It just doesn't make sense, right? So, so that's really the overall thing, right? So what we're doing is we're getting professional studios, we're getting professional artists, along with a fan group and yeah, our executive producers to come up with great stories. So each one of these things is going to be its own property. And so just to let you guys know, we are in production for Isekai, and it is quite awesome. I personally have been approving the episode 0, which is the first anime episode. Wow, 62. Welcome, everyone. I think we're about to pass our record for last time already. Wow. So yeah, so Isekai is in production right now. So it's not pre-production. We already have scripts. We already have episodes. Episode 0 is going to be an animated version of an action scene between our main characters and enemies. So all you're going to be able to see is these 3. So expect these 3 there. And they're going to be freaking kicking some butt. And it's not really a story one yet, so but it will be added here, I think, on the fandom. But you'll be able to see those characters in action and understand their powers, understand what the kind of world they live in. You'll be able to see a little bit of that, and it's really, yeah, exactly, freaking kicking butt. So I liken it to Ruby. Have any of you guys watched Ruby before? Let me see if I can pull up. So yeah, so Ruby. Let's see. So I liked yeah, I don't want to watch the whole thing here because I don't know if we're gonna get some sort of copyright strike or something. But yeah, basically it's just an action shot. Now we're in the chat here. Oops. Yeah. So absolutely cool. Absolutely great. R.I.P. Monty. Yeah, no, it's going to be a great introduction. It's going to be short. It's going to be like a minute and a half. But if you guys like it, you can actually... what's great about our whole thing is that not only will every episode of our anime be an episode by itself, it'll also be a card in our game, right? So it'll be an official card. So you have the 3 types, right? But technically, we're going to be making each one of the episodes, or the kind of things that are in the game, a card. So in the context of our game, you'll be able to take, let's say, episode 5 with you and compete in a tournament for our actual game, right? In the context of our game, it looks like a card. But in the context of the other thing, it's an episode of the anime you can watch. So yeah, so there's really a lot of really cool stuff we can do with that. This is the power of NFTs. So I think someone's asking, how much cards for? Okay, what's the price? Yeah, we haven't finalized the price on that, but it will be similar to what we've already sold our cards at, and it will have similar utility. Yes, heroes, villains, weapons. And we have an announcement today of our first announcement of a weapon. Is that right, actually? No, maybe we confirmed some of the other weapons, but I have the art of a new weapon nobody else knows about. Yeah, okay, great. So let's talk about that. So we've already talked about weapons. Or sorry, we've already talked about heroes and villains making a combo, right? Do we have combos in here yet? Let me see. We might, maybe not. That's okay. Let's talk about it. No combos yet. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So, so here, I think there's some of them that are in here. All right, so I'll talk about it here. So, you can take Bondex and Thriller, right? Bondex and Thriller. He is a hero in that set, right? Yeah, okay, perfect example. Bond Protect, right? Bond Protect. She actually has 3 cards. If you know this, right? So if you look at our actual listings, right? So Bond Protect and Thriller has 3 cards. In each of them, she's doing a different move. See? This one here. This one here. This one here. Right? So, there's going to be a combo of one of her move cards and Denth. And by staking those 2 cards and meeting a certain set of criteria, you'll be able to get their combo card, which looks a bit like this. Right? So, and this will be a fully featured card. This will not just be some promo art that just looks cool. This will be an actual card in game. So meaning, what does that mean, right? You earned it. So you get the utility. Whatever utility is based in this card, it's going to be different than the other ones, but all that utility becomes yours. It becomes an asset you can trade. It's going to be part of the BCCG marketplace. So you can trade it with others. You can do whatever you want with it. How much is the possibility in the staking? Yes. So details I don't want to cover in this stream, but I thank you for your interest. But what I want to do is the longer, yeah. So I don't want to say something and then it's not. So we're working out the economics of it here, but I just want to let you know that's exactly how it will work. Is there will not be, you will not need to buy it if you have the other 2 cards. You can combine them with staking to get it. There's a pot, yeah. So I'll say that much for now. But please, so we'll talk about our first staking program this week. We'll put out a Medium post. Maybe I'll do a stream about it too, just to explain it very clearly, end to end. And then from there, we'll do the next level, which is the combo cards, and how the combo staking. Thanks for believing in me, Lance. Appreciate it. Okay. So let's talk about. So let's go through sort of the agenda today. Does anyone have any questions on that? Between the sort of how the hero cards work, everything like that. We're not a huge group, so you guys can ask me questions as we're going here. Okay. So then I'm going to go to our agenda for today. So what I wanted to do is, let's see, here. Yeah, I want to just walk through some of, okay. Will there be God cards? Ooh, Lance is asking the good stuff. So, guys, what should we talk? How much should I reveal already? Okay, so this is what I want to say. Oh, whoa. Yeah, so for Kyoto, Bianca is the God card in his heart, for sure. But I will say this, right? We're heavily inspired by the things that are happening now for multiverse crossovers, right? I will say there will be a theme relating to what we're calling people who exist on a galactic level. So meaning they have the ability to go across worlds, do interesting things across the universe, the Bondlyverse, you could say. And yeah, there's going to be a lot more we're going to talk about there. And what that does, that creates an immense amount of mix-up. So between the series, which by themselves are going to be individual properties that you can enjoy. So honestly, you guys might not like some of them because they're going to be geared toward certain things. So like we're making one called Magical Girl, and that's really focused around sort of a romantic comedy slash high school drama, but also has superpowers. So think in the vein of like Sailor Moon or Cardcaptor Sakura, something like that. And realistically, some of you guys might not be interested in that one. But believe it or not, there's going to be aspects of that show that tie into everything we're going to be talking about today. So those characters and Bianca, same universe, right? I can't answer that. There's certain things I can't talk about because I'm under restrictions. But I'll just tell you this, right? Like, ask the community members, ask those. So you go down the list, look at people who have been buying the cards lately, right? At those prices, they're on OpenSea. It's very visible. Some of them are named. You can even see their names in our Telegram chat sometimes. So ask them why they did it. That's the best thing. So so then let's go back to this. So I asked all of you guys to create fan art related to Bianca, and what we're doing is we're using our artist grant. So we allocated part of the ETH that we got from the sale to give back to the community. And the goal here was to say, what can we do as a group relating to these characters? And you guys freaking delivered. Holy crap. I'm super happy with it so far. So I just wanted to run through some of these pictures with you guys. All of these, as far as I can tell, I believe they're all available on Rarible right now to buy. So maybe someone can compile the links to these. But I think they're awesome, and they're definitely worth picking up. All of them are less than 30 copies, and I think the standard price is 0.1. So that's what we bought it at. I think it's worth it totally. Knowing that there's such a limited supply, and if you think about the future of where these characters are going, how many things it's going to be featured in, I think it's pretty amazing. You can actually look in our public wallet as well, because we have copies of these that are there. So, okay, so let's go through this. Yeah, so I really like this one. This was done by a person that actually DM'd me, and they said that they were making this. And I really like this. This is like, I don't know, 18-year-old Bianca. So I thought that was really cute. Given she's probably like 3,000 years old or something, I don't know if we've confirmed that already. Twitchy P, welcome. Send it to a new wallet named Bondly Fan Art Collection. Okay, that's a good idea, Lance. That's a good idea. Okay. So maybe we can actually make an artist one, but I wanted to just make sure that it was clear that it's in the one that's related to our store. So somebody doesn't, because there's so much fraud right now. Like, that's the biggest downside, is there's so much fraud on OpenSea. So, and Rarible. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody was clear on what we've purchased, and there's no exception there. But yeah, so this one I really like. I think that he nailed the the keyhole part of the dress here. I don't know what you call it. I like the little spiral horns, even though that's non-canon. I think it's really cool. These things here, they look sort of more like arrow points, which I thought was nice. And yeah, then this one. So this one was actually one of the members of our team. She's working on another stealth project related to us, and just doing a phenomenal job. And I feel bad because she's making all this content and nobody's seen it yet. And this is Carrie-san. So she's actually in our Telegram now. I told her to download. I asked her actually nicely to download Telegram, and she's joined our community as well. So, but she's awesome. She's incredible. She just took to this, and then she says she said she like falls in love with characters, and she fell in love with Bianca. So she drew this. So we bought a bunch of these. So let's see. Yeah, so here's a couple other ones I really, really enjoyed. This isn't all of them. I just sort of threw this together. Because, yeah, but unfortunately, I just threw this together right before the stream. But yeah, we have this one, which is like the Super Nintendo version of the GIF as well. This one with the purple boots, it's like it kills me, right? This is Vegas Bianca, for sure. Yeah, for sure. This one I really like. It's like in a sort of like I don't know how to describe it. It's like more of it's a rougher style, but it shows her like using magic with her hands, and like the veins in the wings and stuff. Really cool, really cool. There's a couple more that haven't been published that people have sent me. Thank you, Il Ravens. Appreciate the sub. Or the follow, rather. Yeah, awesome. So let's go to the next one. So this was one that I think Bella posted in the group. It wasn't her. She just found it. This one sort of blew my mind a little bit. So they took the whole idea of her dress and everything, and the veins in the wings, all the stuff, and incorporated it into this sort of presentation. Made her even more scandalous. Like, I didn't know if that was possible. But yeah, no, this is good. And the background, so if you compare this to the card, right? So we have the glyph in the background, right? So the scaly dress, right? Because it has to do with the demon scales, and things relate to the wings and everything. The low wings, right? This is like low on the back, versus ones that are usually high that go with like the shoulder blades. Yeah, this one really nails all that, but they also do like this sort of racing stripe thing. So like leans in hard on the succubus side for sure. And yeah, no, I think it's quite good. It's quite well thought out. Good interpretation. We have other things, like somebody did a like metal card version of it. It was really cool. Somebody did some other things. Yeah, it's awesome. So some of our artists that we're testing out as well to be part of to hire on full talent. We're using this as a method to sort of understand their style better and say, hey, we want a new pose with this character. What does it look like to you? And that helps us understand where to place them. So what is she covering? Not, yeah, definitely not much left to the imagination, right? So what I would say, yeah, is like definitely if you're interested, we're taking every art style. There's not really an anime style that we're focused on right now. Actually, every style works, like from like chibi to what about you know? Okay, all right. I guess I gotta talk about it. Somebody freaking did a Brandanka mashup in the chat. I have to at least talk about it. I don't. As far as I know, it was not NFT'd, but I didn't like it. But I have an oath pact with you guys to buy them, so I have to. Like we have to use it for the artist grant, but that doesn't mean I like it. It doesn't mean I like it, honestly. So please don't put my head on every no. Don't put my head on every female character we have, please. It makes me very confused and yeah, but I didn't ask for a Brandon Bender, right? No, I said like make him into like a cool looking demon dude. Like, that was what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking like Bondly logo instead. Okay. Yeah. Biancasaurus. Yes, definitely. Definitely the lizard version. Actually, maybe that's her baby with Remels, right? So this plus this, right? They make a little like Tyrannosaurus Rex baby. Who knows? So, I actually forget which slide is next, but I think it's one of our spoilers. So let's go. Yeah, this one. Okay, we're starting the announcements already. So for those who made it so far. So, let's talk weapons, right? So, we have a confirmed weapon that I'd like to present with you guys. That's the left. So this is Bianca's. Well, okay. Here's the deal, right? Yes. Let me get to it. Okay, so weapons, right? This is what I'll say. There's going to be characters who have their weapon on them in their other cards. But keep in mind, right? It pretty much means that there's going to be a combo with that character and that weapon. I mean, pretty much, right? So let's look at Arca, right? I mean, this isn't our regular photo, right? So if you buy the weapon and you put it with Arca, of course you're gonna get something, right? Like, I mean, what am I gonna do? Not do a combo for that? So it doesn't make any sense. So same thing. So she does not have the scythe in her card, but we have. Basically, you can think of that combo card as an equipped card. Yes, so this is the thing, right? So the weapons are not airdrops, right? They will be sold, and we're thinking of a more creative way to sell them than last time that unfortunately resulted in like us having to having to do some alternative method. So we have a better way of doing it this time when we do sell them. But this is the thing, right? So we have you have a character and a weapon. You stake them together. Similar, you have a hero and a villain. Stake them together. You get a combo card. So you can think about every card that you would buy with this. If you get the right combo, you're technically getting another card, which is huge, right? Weapons are separated cards. Yes, they're separate. Definitely separate cards. So they're going to be part of it. So there's always 3 types of cards for each series. Not going to get into specifics here. This is a lore chat, guys. You guys want me? So I'm yeah. So, but I'll say this, right? You're going to find a lot of similarities, but it doesn't mean that we're bound by that, right? We did 50 for each hero card. We did a 100 for each villain, right? But for first edition, we always want to keep a tighter supply. So the weapons are, yes, weapons are in each of the sets. Each of the sets will have weapons. So that means sets we've released already and sets we haven't released already. So, yes. So let's, yeah. And then, so I asked, let me put the other one up too. So some of you guys said, yeah, where can I find a list of the character names? Oops. Oh, no. See, you got spoilers already. Let's see. Okay. So, here. So you want to go to the fandom. Yeah, I spoiled myself. See, we had to have a tech issue, guys. It's not gonna be, well, you're gonna see it in a second anyways, right? So, real quick. Oh my god. So real quick, right? So, right? So, yes. So I actually asked one of the artists who does Thriller, right? Thanks, Raven. So I asked the artist who did Thriller if they would go in and actually make some custom art relating to each of the characters. So the guy from Thriller does not, the artist from Thriller does not draw Bianca. It's completely different people, right? So I asked if they would take a shot at it, and what we did was so I can announce here that we're actually doing an official merch store, and what's different about our merch store versus other merch store is that as part of every purchase, we're giving an NFT. So whatever you buy from our merch store, an NFT will be provided to you. What we're going to do is every purchase over a certain amount, you just put your Ethereum address in as part of the checkout process, and we send you an NFT. So it means everybody gets an official promo from us, right? Then the exciting part happens, where everybody who has a promo is entered into a lottery. So meaning you can, if you don't want it, you can sell it, right? Or you can trade it to somebody, give it away. You can do whatever you like with that. But they're going to be put in a lottery, and those people will actually be able to receive our real cards from our game, which have utility. So the promo art really has one utility, which is it's a thank you from us, definitely, and it's a collector's item, but it's also a lottery ticket, right? So everybody who has that promo is going to be able to potentially win one of the cards. So meaning your wallet address gets entered into that that lottery. When does this merch? Yes, actually, it's going to launch very soon. So you're going to have it in time for Christmas for sure. And we're doing some promo art with our characters relating to Christmas that I think you guys are going to freaking love. So I don't know which items are going to get posted first. This one won't be one of the first items, but it'll definitely be. We're definitely considering it. So, and then I'll show you a sneak peek here of another one. So we have Be Protect as well, and we have Arca. Pricing is not crazy high, so it's going to be yes. So we're not pricing it crazy high. I don't think so. So it's mostly similar to what you see. So it's even going to be priced less than it's going to be priced normally against the physical items. So the promo is going to be like related to. Yes, agent. Thank you. So this is the thing, right? So the promo is going to be related to the store and everything. So what it will do is we'll enter you into the lottery. So this is the thing, right? The promos themselves have different utility, and similar to the villain's announcement promo, it'll be better than that, but it won't be a full card. So everybody who buys something gets a promo, though. Well, we're going to have a limited supply. So maybe the first X number of people who buy something over a certain dollar amount in our merch store, and they get it. So it'll be first come, first serve. But the main utility is not only as a collector's item, but you're also entered to win a lottery, and we're going to be giving away actual cards with that. So no more having to go through the OpenSea API. You have an entry. Yes, you have to buy merch, for sure. Exactly. It's think of it as a free gift for buying the merch. So you still get the merch, right? You still get the physical thing, but then the digital collectible that is a NFT will get dropped on the wallet that you specify. Yeah. So some of it's just Bondly branded stuff. The hoodie. Where's the hoodie? Here's the hoodie. We came up with a better version of this. Some of you have asked. So Bondly hoodie. Bondly hoodie. We have a version of the one that Megan and I have. And yeah. So yeah. So size range is going to be pretty open ended. So the character names themselves are actually going to be different per series, but the title Bond Protect is sort of we're going to get in more detail about that, but there's connection between characters that are named this. But yeah, but we'll be announcing all the special stuff in the future, right? Yeah, I'm a big guy myself, right? So I got to make sure that we support all the sizes. Mistake a weapon and a villain. Yeah. You guys are asking the right questions. I just can't have the right answers for some of them. I'm only human, guys. You gotta let the story come out. You gotta let the story come out. So there's limits. So oversaturation of the card supply. There's going to be upper range. So everything's going to be minted, especially for first edition. They're going to be hard limits. I can't go back and mint any more Bianca cards. There's 100 first edition, and that is forever, right? It lives past me. It lives past you guys. They're on blockchain forever, right? So there will never be another first edition of her card. So, oh. What do you do with villain bundles? I don't understand that question. Mel, can you specify again? So, okay, so let's keep rolling. Okay. Next thing we want to talk about. So this art is still in draft, so I'm just doing it for you guys. I wanted to share. So think about this, right? So we have, and because Bianca's super popular right now, right? Everybody's loving her. Oh, did it update? There you go. This art's still in draft, but I wanted to share with you guys what's going to happen. So keep in mind, remember, right? There's 3 Bond Protect cards, right? Only 1 Bianca. So we're actually in the case of Gothic Horror, we are making 1 combo for each of the Bond Protect cards. So meaning, if you have Bianca and you have a Hyper Shield, right? You have Bianca, you have Boomerang Kick. It's actually going to be a 3-part story. Yeah. So this is, let's talk about lore. Like, we've actually not talked about much lore this time except for Bianca's weapon, right? So this is the thing, right? So when we think about the characters, the story of Gothic Horror is definitely what I would call a spooky shonen, right? So the spooky shonen, what does that mean, right? So if you look at things like Jujutsu Kaisen right now, it's a great example because it's really popular right now. They have a lot of things where they deal with body horror and they deal with like high stakes. They deal with a lot of like seinen type themes, right? Where it's scary. There's a lot of death, and the characters are just sort of used to it. So compare that to Isekai, which has a bit of a lighter tone, and then compare that to like Magic Girl. Magic Girl is like it's meant for a much younger audience. So there's none of that at all. So the spooky side of it is the character Bond Protect. Her whole thing is that the whole thing about Gothic Horror and the characters there is they can use magic, but the trade-off is they have to give more of their self over to this demon abilities, more over to their demon abilities. So think of it like a yin-yang kind of scenario where their humanity is there, but then there's also a demon side, and everybody has this, right? The more they give to the demon, the more power they get, and this is constant. We talked about Uth, right? Uth, even in his description, we were very clear that he made some sacrifices for his humanity, and because of that, and we'll reveal why, right? But this is what sort of transformed him. So now he has this like reddish skin. He has the claws. His whole head's different now. This mantis. So everybody has this ability to do this, and there's a trade-off that people make. So this is going to be a 3-part series that Bond Protect. She has to meditate because she's extremely strong and she's a genius when it comes to using the abilities. But there's a major issue, right? Because everybody who's human has the issue of potentially going too far, like Uth did. So she spends a lot of time meditating. But one of these meditation sessions, guess who shows up? So this isn't the beginning of the series. This isn't the beginning of the series. This is later on. But Bianca. So Bianca, to her, represents everything that she wants to give into. Like, super powerful, completely in control. And this is like when she thinks about what her deepest desires are, is this. But she wants to be in control and she wants to, fight for good and everything. But there's part of her that really resonates with this, right? So this is where so it's really a 3-part story, and she's like meditating here. And she's concentrating to keep that down. And then she feels Bianca's presence behind her. And knowing that she can snuff her out in an instant, right? This is the reaction, like bursting into tears and just being so scared. Keep in mind, this is still preliminary. Then Bianca's magic starts to kick in, right? and then it moves to the whole like adoration. She's not completely without any sort of control, but I would say, right, Bianca can't usually control people who are really strong with magic powers, so it doesn't really work so well on her. But at the same time, Bond Protect really knows that this is something that she's really, there's something that resonates about what she is with Bianca, right? Then again, this is we're still working on the final art here, so I think we're gonna change some of the facial expressions, but I wanted to just share this one because I thought this was so good. So this is made by the original artist, and sort of like in this moment, Bond Protect losing control and giving in to this sort of vision of what she has, right? And it's sort of like, I love the framing of it. Like, it's just like so intimate. And yeah, we're gonna be creating these. So I can confirm now that we're absolutely going to make, we're gonna have a one combo card for each of the Bond Protects. So if any of you have any Bond Protects that are in Gothic Horror, it will combine with Bianca. So you'll be getting at least one of these. Oh man, we're about to hit 70. So that's one of the big things. Yeah, basically. Yeah, so that's basically it. Yeah, so we will have this, like, so if you guys have a Bianca right now, you know you can get 3 cards. If you also have a Bond Protect, you can get at least one of them. So that's a huge bonus. Great. So there's one other thing I wanted to confirm on stream today. So and it's actually not card related. It's actually something product related. So those of you who stuck around for this long. So I wanted to share with you so one of our product designs for Bond Swap. So not the card, but the actual product, right? So for those that are subscribed to some of the analyst reports, like crypto analyst reports, you might see this go out fairly soon. But this is one of the designs for what the Bond Swap product will look like. So that what will be, and it will be going out on multiple locations, multiple places. But yeah, so this is the design. So basically we have swap and pool here. So you basically log in with your MetaMask and you're able to initiate a swap here with basically your choice of it will start with just ERC20, but you're able to enter it very similar to MetaMask. And what you do here is you create an actual pool of assets. So really exciting, guys. I want to share more with you, and it's currently running on testnet. So for Ethereum, and I won't say where else. But it's going, it's live. It's live there on testnet. So we're finishing up all the aspects to bring this into the final version. So really excited about it. Like many of you said, well, we talk too much about cards, yada yada yada, and I agree. We talk a lot about cards, right? But we're also going to be talking a lot more about product. We're going to be talking more about the token itself when it releases soon. And like, guys, it's my commitment to get this out to you as soon as possible. Believe me, I really want it to come out ASAP as well. So yeah, it'll definitely be in December for sure. It will not be live when our token goes live because I don't want to put that constraint. I want the token to come out as quick as possible. Mainnet launch expected in December for sure. So it's going to come just trailing right behind. Because everything's done. Like the UX is finally in a good spot, and the contracts are rock solid. Hey Nesla, welcome. So yeah, so we're really excited about this. You're gonna see this a lot with covered by some of the major crypto areas now that we finally have our product that's going to be released. So you're going to see a lot more on this along with our token. So and keep in mind, guys, yeah, so this is like this is the major product step for us. So I appreciate your support in all this. So we didn't announce the name of it, but the report will be public when it's published. So that will be the one. We're getting 2 different audits on the token, and those are the 2 companies that we'll be using for the rest of our things. Liquidity provider is not needed because the way it works is you basically create your own OTC pool. So what happens is you basically have a pool of assets that belong. If you're a seller, right, you have a pool of assets that belong to you, and yeah, so then you're actually selling them directly. So there's no AMM involved at all. Bondex will be our actual trading platform to do those kind of transactions where there will be a liquidity provider. Yeah, it's a peer-to-peer pool. So there's other products that are doing this right now, but we think that we have a more differentiated one. Plus, we're going to have a high focus on NFT. So this is just a sneak preview, but the showcase here is not about fungible tokens. This is NFT. So I don't know if this feature will be going live once we get there, but we want to make sure you have a place. So now, right now, if you go to share your cards, you have to go to something like OpenSea to send that to somebody and show it, right? It's not that great because we think that it's not OpenSea's fault because they're focused on the marketplace side. But we think that there's a huge market. So, for example, if you have all of our cards, or let's say you have a set of our cards for Gothic Horror, you want to be able to share this with your friends, right? Like you want to be able to put this on social media. You want to be able to do other things with it. And I think that's totally missing. Excuse me. It's totally missing from the current capabilities out there right now. Can we gain fees for staking cards? Gain fees. So you get other people's fees. No, the way it works right now is that you do not pay fees for using our service by having a card. For this one, for BondSwap, right? So that's huge. What it's also in development is a peer-to-peer swap for cards. So let's say you have a Bianca, someone else has an Uth, and you really want the Uth, and you have an extra Bianca or something. You can actually do this and trade card to card. Thanks, Mr. Utrust. You can trade card to card super easily without having to go sell your card, then go place an order in the other one. There's like a whole process, right? But what if you just want to swap cards with someone? They don't have to take you up on it, but if somebody wants to, you would be able to just do it and then say, this is what I want. Yeah, so let's talk about tournaments really quick, and then I have to end the stream. So, tournaments are going to be sort of like single or double elimination type tournaments for competitive games. So we're gonna start with a couple sets of games. Like it's gonna range from like Fortnite type games all the way down to chess, right? So it's really gonna be interesting. News on VIP should be coming out soon. I don't want to say something and put our team on the spot, but it will be soon as well. That Bianca weapon comes with Uth. So we'll have more details on that. Sorry, I know it's a cop-out answer, and I really want to tell you guys, but if I don't want to say something wrong on stream and then it gets blown up or something. That's all. So guys, I'm gonna end it here. Unless you have any more questions. So a bond profile to show off your cards and profile. Yes. Bio, you nailed it. And Bio, dude, unbelievable collection. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but Bio's like sort of famous, I think. He's got like an amazing collectibles collection. Tournaments are not winner take all. Sorry. They're going to be staged differently depending on the game. And it's a really good question though. But the tournament fees, and if it's premium or not premium, that's going to be determined on the prize pool. So yeah, so I definitely think that there's gonna be something for everybody. Some people might just want to play for the aspect of achievements. Yeah, thank you, Fleety. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's gonna be great. Thanks everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here, but really appreciate it. Everybody who stuck through the whole thing. Great stream, everyone. Thank you so much. All right, take care.